So long, my lovesick youngsters. Goodbye, my used to be friends. I remember each vacation, each day we wasted felt so different then. So long, my Casanovas. Farewell to my long lost prince. I remember all the kisses, the hits and misses. I never knew a love like this. After all the boys that I thought I loved before, I didn't know what love was till you knocked on my door. After all the boys that I wish had loved me more, I didn't know what love was. Never had this before.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for watching another episode of Emanuel. This particular week, we're going to discuss growth. Coming from a young lady who I had the opportunity to meet well over a decade ago, and I had the opportunity to watch her grow. And I wanted to talk to her in regards to growing from a girl to a woman, going from single, relationship, and marriage. And I think that this particular episode is definitely something special for the young women out there that are watching. So let's just, enough with me. Let's jump in with Jasmine. Hi, Jasmine. How are you doing today?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Let's start off this way because I want people to understand you and who you are as a woman. Describe yourself to somebody who are watching this for the first time and have no clue who you are.
Well, first and foremost, I like to look at myself as this bold woman who juggle a lot of things. I play many roles. I'm a mother, I'm a student, I'm a supervisor, I'm a wife. I just branded myself as this plus size model. So I kind of have a lot of things going on. I'm also like an entrepreneur. I like, having my hands in different things, in different organizations and things like that. So that's
you have
me.
A big community outreach.
Yes. Yes, that's me in the jar.
Now, as I said in your introduction, this particular interview is in regards to your growth, growing from a girl to a woman, and in your girly days when you were single. Describe your single life.
Well, I definitely was wild. I was more adventurous. I don't know. I would guess I would kind of say I was kind of out there, just ready for whatever. New guy friends. I was definitely not ready for no type of commitment for real. I guess that's what I could say about me.
What was the biggest problem that you had while you were dating as a single woman?
I guess it was just hard for me because I would get with a guy and we'll be on two separate pages. Either I would get with somebody who would want to be in a committed relationship, or I would get with somebody who don't want to be committed. I really don't know. When it seemed like when I was dating, it was hard for me to be on the same page with the person I was dating. I was running into guys who wouldn't even worth my time. I was running into cheaters, liars, all of it in a jar. And it just was hard for me to just really find somebody who was just really meant for me.
Fun question. Do you have a type?
I do have a type.
What is that?
So, okay, let's piggyback first before I answer this.
Okay.
Okay, because in my single life, my type I was just based off looks. He had to be fine, he had to have a car, he had to not be living at his mama's house, and that was pretty much it. I never really thought about the personality of a man. Now, it's of course I'm married now, but my type is a guy who will go above and beyond for me, a respectful man, an honest man, somebody who loves to spend time with me, and two, because I am a godly woman, I need somebody who loves and knows God like I know and love God. Somebody who want to have kids, somebody who take care of their kids, somebody who wants a career, not a job. My list could go on and on, but it's to sum it all up, that's my husband in a nutshell.
Okay. Before we jump into the marriage, and this is a perfect segue to go into, before you, of course, you marry, you have to date and being in relationships.
Yes.
Describe your most prominent relationship before you got married.
So I was in kind of a long-term relationship on and off with my high school sweetheart. So we dated from the 9th grade all the way up into college. So of course, we were young, You know, we definitely didn't know anything, the first thing about commitment. That's first of all. We were still knowing and learning ourselves, but instead we still was trying to be together. But it just didn't work out. You know, he put me through a lot. You know, I could go on and on and on about the things that we kind of went through, but I guess I could just sum it up by just simply saying, you know, he cheated on me. We both were just on two separate pages. You know, I wanted that commitment. He really didn't want the commitment. He was still young. He didn't know what he wanted. So, you know, I felt like in a sense he was kind of toying with me a little bit. And it was like, when I was ready, he wasn't ready. When he was ready, I wasn't ready. So it just kind of, we missed each other. So it just kind of like, it ended in a real bad breakup.
Understandable. And for you, because you don't necessarily have to go through every facet of every relationship, because that would just be daunting for anybody to watch.
Right.
And I guess I want to get straight to the moment in time where you said, you know what, all these useless relationships aren't doing well for me. What caused you to take a break from relationships before you end up meeting your husband?
So it was a specific situation that kind of happened between me and my ex-boyfriend, and it was nasty. I'm talking about, I found out about this girl. This girl had been in my house. It was just like terrible. And I had really like went to church one day, and I was like, you know what, Lord, I'm really tired. I'm getting older. You know, I really just want to be abstinent. I don't want to have any sex. I don't even want to be with a guy. I need to learn to be with me and date myself so that I can really be prepared for this next person or this next guy you have lined up for me. Because I was tired of searching. Because you know when the Bible say the man go find the woman, okay? So not me going to find the man. So it was just kind of hard for me because, you know, I had been through this really bad breakup. I didn't know, you know, why I kept going through heartache with different guys. Same story, same end story. And so I was just like, Lord, I'm tired. I want to be abstinent. I want to date me. And that's what I did. Cut all my friends off, and I did me. Because I had to learn Jasmine. I had to learn the ins and outs of me, what I like and what I dislike. How can I expect a man to be with me if I don't even know what I want? So that's
that is a life lesson now. Not just women, men. Everybody needs to know that. Know yourself.
Yes, that's very important.
So even in that breaking period, you finding yourself, you learning to love yourself, and you told me that you end up meeting your husband. Tell me about that experience.
Oh my God, so crazy. So like in between me dating on and off my high school sweetheart, he was literally chasing me, like trying to get with me all the time. Like we both worked in the airport. So like he would walk by my job all the time, and I just feel like, oh no. Like I'm just, you know, I was in my season of just dating me. And it was so crazy. I was at work one day and I was pushing a cart. And I was texting. This cart is taller than me, mind you. So I'm pushing the cart, I'm texting. He literally comes out the door. I hit him. Like I literally ran into him with the cart. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, sir. I look over and it's him. And I'm like, oh my God, hey. I used to call him my little boyfriend. I was like, hey, little boyfriend. And it was like we rekindled. We got each other numbers. And even after I got his number, it was still like I was kind of standoffish because I didn't want to, you know, date nobody. I told you I was strictly just doing me. And so it was just one of my friends telling me, like, Jasmine, you've been doing this for a long time now. Like, how you know this is not a blessing from God? Maybe he is the one. And she was just telling me, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna give him a chance. I'm gonna see what he about. So I end up, you know, calling him. We end up texting. I let him come over, and we went on a date, and it was all
went on from there.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, it went on from there. You get married. You have children.
So long, my lovesick youngsters. Goodbye, my used to be friends. I remember each vacation, each day we wasted felt so different then. So long, my Casanovas. Farewell to my long lost prince. I remember all the kisses, the hits and misses. I never knew a love like this. After all the boys that I thought I loved before, I didn't know what love was till you knocked on my door. After all the boys that I wish had loved me more, I didn't know what love was. Never had this before. Till you love me, love me, love me. You love me, love me, love me. Didn't know what love was.
you're married now. Where are you in that particular space? How have you grown in that space?
Oh my God. So I guess too, like, when I was younger, I would consider myself to be immature. Now I'm definitely mature. When you have children, that definitely matures you. But now that I'm married, it just changed me from this single, independent woman. I'm still independent, but too, I have to learn how to take the side seat sometime and let my husband lead, because when you get married, your husband is the head of the household. He's supposed to lead. So it's just kind of like, now I'm just trying to find myself again, because when you get married, you kind of take care of your husband, you doing for him, you kind of put yourself on the back burner a little bit. And then being that we had kids, I got pregnant 3 months after our wedding. I literally just got married, had a kid, so now I'm taking care of my first child. When my first child turned 1, I got pregnant again, so now I'm taking care of another child. So it's kind of like I put me on the back burner. So now it's like I'm just getting into Jasmine. I'm just sprouting out, doing what I want to do, finding my career, finding what I want to do now. So it definitely has changed me and molded me into this new woman that I didn't know I could be. I'm more mature now, and I see life in a whole new light when you have kids and when you get married.
Mm-hmm. So last question, because we're running out of time. My videographer telling you wrap it up. But to the young girl out there who's dating, who doesn't understand herself, or who's searching for marriage and who needs it, she feels like she needs it right now, can you speak to her in regards to waiting and growing to be the woman that you always wanted to be? Can you speak to that person?
Yes, I would definitely say, don't be in a rush to jump into a relationship. I think a lot of women today, we don't like to be alone. But we have to get to that point when it's okay to be alone. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like, take time for yourself. If you want to, whatever dreams you have, knock that out the way. Because guess what? You're going to be out here trying to find that man, that woman. That's where we lack at. Because the man is supposed to come find the woman. You know what I'm saying? So and then also too, because we run into this a lot with women. Know when that man is there. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times God will put a man right in our lives and we don't know if he's the one. We blowing him off, because that's kind of what I did. I was blowing off my husband for the longest time. I didn't know he was the one, because I was too busy chasing after one that didn't want me, that wasn't even like all of my standards that I had, wasn't even like that. You know what I'm saying? So know when God put that man before you. You know what I'm saying? Also too, take time for yourself. You don't have to go out here and lower your standards to be with a man, because guess what? That man's going to come along. He's going to love you for you. And be true to yourself.
Oh, I love that. I love that. And this is just one of our many conversations that we're going to end up having with Jasmine. I would love to have you come back on for our women's panel when we get out. Thank you so much for watching another episode of the Emanuel Show. Here's a sneak peek of what's coming next week.
If I know something that could help someone get to where they want to be, then I should be able to share that information with them. So that's why I think it's important that we have this program.
Okay. For this episode and many more like it, feel free to log online to www.theemanuelshow.com. You also would like to follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, tweet us, and become a subscriber to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching. See you all next time.